Hi there, class. Today we're going to talk about self control. The objectives of today's lesson are 1. What is self control and what is temptation? 2. Types of self control. 3. What does self control look like, sound like, and feel like? 4. How to control yourself. So, what is self control? Self control can be divided into four parts. 1. Self discipline, or in other words, how to keep yourself in order. 2. Willpower. 3. Controlling our emotions. 4. Knowing right from wrong and acting on it. Temptations. Temptations are basically the things that we love, like crisps, chocolates, sweets, phones, or even computers. Before we go to the next slide, I want you to take a few seconds to think about what's your biggest temptation. Everything in life requires balance. That's why even the things that we love in small amounts are fine, but we need self control to prevent us from having too much of them. But this is very hard. Again, take a few seconds to think about how does it feel when you want something but try not to have it. In this slide, we're going to talk about the three types of self control. 1. Control of impulses, which is the ability to think or stop before acting. Without this control, we interrupt our train of thought and we don't think about other people's feelings before doing anything. 2. Control of emotions, which is the ability to manage feelings by thinking about the goals. It helps keep going even when upsetting or unexpected things happen. Without this, we become easily frustrated, quick to give up, we are unable to tolerate correction, and we find it difficult to calm down. 3. Control of movements, which is the ability to control body movements. It regulates our physical actions and responses in an appropriate way. Without this skill, we are overactive or restless and we have trouble to be in a quiet situation. Today's story is called The Wall of Life. There was a boy who had a very bad temper. He often lost his temper over very small things and said hurtful things to people or hurt them. The boy's father saw how the boy was damaging his relationships with his friends and family, so he decided to help him. Every time the boy lost his temper, his father told him to hit a nail into the fence in the garden. One day the boy had to hammer in several nails. Over the next week, this became fewer and fewer. The boy was delighted one day when he didn't have to hit in any nail. His father then told him that for every day that he didn't lose his temper, he should pull out one of the nails. After the boy had pulled out all of the nails, his father showed him the fence. He told him that although he had pulled out the nails, the boy's actions had left scars on the fence which would never go away. His father explained, when you say unkind things or do hurtful things to others, it doesn't matter how many times you say sorry, you will have always left a scar. We cannot fix our unkindness. Instead, we should think carefully about the words and the things we do before we act. In this slide, we're gonna know what self control sounds like, looks like, and feels like. 1. What does self control sounds like? People practicing self control make statements like, I feel angry, I need to calm down, or I will call you after I finish my homework, or I know there's a reason for rules, so I obey them. 2. What does self control looks like? People practicing self control think before they act, control their temper, make good choices, follow through with plans and tasks, behave even when no one is looking. 3. What does self control feels like? When self control is practiced, a person feels a sense of accomplishment when reaching a goal, enjoy the trust of others, feel more equipped to handle unexpected problems, makes and keeps friends easily. To show self-control, we need to do three things. We need to stop, calm down, and take deep breaths, think of a plan, problem solve, which means act in a wise and an appropriate way. This is a poem about self-control. When I have lost my temper, I have lost my reason too. I'm never proud of anything which angrily I do. When I have talked in anger and my cheeks are flaming red, I have always uttered something which I wish I had not said. In anger I have never done a kindly deed or wise, but many things for which I felt I should apologize. In looking back across my life and all I've lost or made, I can't recall a single time when fury ever paid. Hope you guys enjoyed today's topic. Thank you for watching.